Good morning, boys and girls of the internet. Today is Sunday, October 21st, 2018. This will be vlog number 294. I think I'm getting that right. Had a couple of days there that I wasn't sure what number I actually said. Oh well. And I was gonna say I'm starting to catch up with my vacation vlogs, but I only put out one the other day finally. So only got like 2 or 3 more to do for my vacation, and then I'll be all ready to catch up with my regular dailies. On to the show. I started watching a new anime, which a lot of anime fans are apparently starting to watch. Not only is it because it's a new anime for the season, but it's very controversial. The anime is titled Goblin Slayer, and it at first glance it appears to be your typical okay, you're in a fantasy world. You got your mages, you got your warriors, you got priests, you got magicians and stuff, and of course you got beasties, the titular goblins, and there's some other beasts like orcs and dragons apparently, but there's elves, and then there's other fantasy type creatures. However, it comes very apparent very quickly. It's not spoiling anything because in the very first episode, there's a group of new adventurers. They're like, we're gonna go kill some goblins that are causing problems for this little town or something. So let's go in their cave and then root them out and kill a bunch of them. Goblins are easy. They're tiny. They should be easy to kill. Well, right away after being looking happy-go-lucky, typical hey, let's go kill some goblins. That doesn't happen. They get their asses kicked brutally. This anime doesn't really shy too far away from violence. No, it doesn't show people's heads getting cut off or nothing, but it definitely shows blood. Can show a lot of it, and the most controversial part, it very apparently alludes to rape. The goblins actually rape 1 or 2 of the girls that were on this adventure. And like I said, they don't really show it, but they imply it heavily. And they talk about it too. So this has been a big talking point among a lot of anime fans. It's a very adult subject, and things, if you want to keep your subject matter in a somewhat, I wouldn't say realistic, but more adult. Yeah, if you have beasts like goblins who do reprehensible things to people, such as murdering children and pillaging villages and houses and stuff, yeah, they're gonna do some other unscrupulous things such as raping. And it's raining on my car right now, and so I kind of applaud them for doing it, but then again, I'm concerned that something like this, it should definitely come with a heavy warning. I wasn't warned by it when the episode first aired. The second episode that I watched, the subtitlers did put a warning on the front of it. Now I'm sure there's an existing manga in Japan. It's been out for a while. I don't know how long it's been out for. I didn't do much research on it, but I know it's been at least over a year, because I was curious. I was like, okay, these character designs are pretty unique. I'm wondering if people have done cosplay on it already. I know the anime is only 3 episodes in. I did some research, and there were some people who already done cosplay on the main character at least about a year ago. So we know that they must have got it from the manga, because the anime just came out. Now, another aspect of this anime that I guess appeals to people, or probably want to watch it, is the title character of the Goblin Slayer. He's this like warrior guy, a knight, that he decked out in full armor, and apparently he's very meticulous when it comes to his goblin slaying. He knows what he's doing, but what's funny is you never see the guy's face. He's very stern when he speaks to you. Like he's no bullshitting, and he has a full like face mask of his armor, so you never see the guy. You never see his face. Even on the second episode, you can see he lives with like a family on a farm, just to kind of like stay there, and they're like, oh, he's been here for like 5 years. He was like eating, and he was eating like underneath his like mask, his helmet. And so I'm like, that's weird. That's a weird character trait. And I'm sure people who've read the manga can tell me if or when they show the guy. I'm guessing at one point they probably will, because they want to keep the guy's appearance a secret, and I'm sure at some point they show you, and it's probably be a big shock. I wonder if he maybe has partial goblin in him or something. Maybe that's why, or something. I'm wondering, what is with this guy that he never takes off his armor. So that's kind of interesting. But back to like the main controversy. I've seen a lot of people who've watched the first episode, and yeah, the first episode is like a big shocker that this kind of thing happened in this anime. It's not, again, it's not explicit. They don't show things, but it's definitely jarring. Especially when the episode comes off, when it first starts. Yeah, they give you a little like flash forward at the very beginning of the episode of, one of the characters, one of the main characters of this series. She's a healer. She's a priest. She's kind of like scared. She has an arrow in her arm. She's bloody, and there's obviously goblins around her, and you see the Goblin Slayer kind of approaching, and it's very like dramatically done. And then of course it cuts right to like present time, where the character, she's at an adventuring guild where she goes to like accept a quest and stuff, and like they kind of describe to her like, hey, you're a beginning adventure, all adventures have ranks, and they kind of describe about that kind of thing. It's like you might want to find a party that's around your rank level, that can use your help. So that's what she does. She finds a little beginning a party of adventures, but all the people that she found, the three other people that she finds to go adventuring with, they all get fucking killed. Well, sorry, 2 of them get killed. One of them, gets taken and, of course, raped. And they do rescue her. You don't see her again after that episode, not yet at least. So I'm thinking she's okay. I don't know for a fact if she is, but I guess they allude to her being okay. But never mind, she's probably not a major character. I do enjoy, of course, the opening song to the anime. It's a very unique song. It, again, like most anime series that first starts, like the first episode, you don't see the intro song. You do see it when the second episode starts, and it's very dramatic, but very unique sound and very unique intro. They have this like motif of dice, which is weird. Like they have 2 6-sided die that are rolling, and it's kind of wondering what that alludes to, because most anime, when they do that kind of thing, it means something. But also they show other characters of the series, which I'm sure it's going to be introduced very soon. Apparently, like the Goblin Slayer and the one girl that's now following him that he saved, and they're kind of adventuring together now. there's gonna be a couple more characters that are gonna join them too, as a to form a full party. And they show that in the end of the second episode. They're looking for the Goblin Slayer. Overall, this is a very intriguing anime to me, because unlike most anime, it handles things with kind of a heavy hand. It's very mature, and it's something that I don't think they did it for shock value. Some people might claim that, okay, they're only doing this for shock value, but I think it's just they want to keep it at kind of a realistic adult level. It's not pornographic adult, it's just adult in terms of it's the subject matter. It's not for kids, for sure. That kind of reminded me almost of another anime I remember watching about 2 years ago, I think. It's called Grimgar, A Fantasy of Ash. They changed the title a little bit for American when they brought it out. I think they put it on Hulu. I forget what they called it, but you can look it up under Grimgar. They kept that word in there. It's another like a fantasy anime that I really enjoyed. It was something that I didn't think I would enjoy, but right away it kind of hooked me. It's another one of those anime that's like in the fantasy world, but yet the characters in it, they all are transported from like our real world to this fantasy world. But what's different about it is that they kind of flash to, they're in this new fantasy world, and right away they remember their regular lives, and they're like, what are we doing? And then very, very quickly they forget, they're like, what the hell is this in my hand? And they're holding a cell phone. And they kind of give you that. So it's very strange. But of course, once they're in this world, they have to kind of live. So there's, of course, like, hey, just go adventuring. You have to choose your profession. If you want to be an adventurer or do you want to be whatever. There's one group of kids that got transported to this world. They decided to become adventurers together. But what was very shocking of this anime is that, it shows that, you might be an adventurer, you might have a sword or an axe or something, but, if you've never swung a sword before, you ain't gonna go around killing, big beasties and be good at it just because you have a weapon. And so it kind of shows you this adventuring group that how they learn and grow, but of course that it's not easy. That they can get injured, they can, or more. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it was shocking. Let me just say that it's left a pretty big impression on me because I was just. It's a very short series, if I remember correctly. I think it was only 12 episodes. But after I think episode 4 or 5, you kind of feel this attachment to the characters, and it was a testament to how well they gave you this attachment to the characters that right away they did something that hits your emotions, and I felt very emotional. I highly recommend watching this series. Look up Grimgar. I believe it's still on Hulu. In fact, I should look to see if I can buy it like on Blu-ray or something, because that's one of the, I don't buy many anime on physical media. I buy movies and stuff, but anime I'm very particular because it's expensive to own anime series. I don't mind owning movies. But anime series, I want to own this one. I mean, not only because it's short, so it won't be that hard to buy it all, but also because it's just that good, I think. So definitely recommend checking that out. Check out Goblin Slayer. Now, I don't know what Goblin Slayer might be out on. I don't know if it's on like Crunchyroll or Hulu. I've just been getting it, the translated ones from subtitlers online. So if they have it through other means, I don't know. It might be something hard for a American distributor to get and release because of that heavy subject matter, you know. And I hate to use the word, but it could be triggering for some people. I could totally see this being triggering for rape victims. So, you know, serious warning about that. I'm deadly serious that, you know, I was not expecting it. So now you know what to expect, at least. But if you have started watching it, let me know what you think. I'm going to continue watching it. I don't know how many episodes it's going to be, but it just seems intriguing to me. It seems interesting. I want to see where this series goes, and I'm always up for new, intriguing anime. Since there's a lot of series that I watched this year and that are on right now, like My Hero Academia is is waiting for the next season, which is probably not going to come out till spring. So I got to wait for that. So that's all for today. I think I'll talk to y'all later. Everybody have a good day. I love you.